Hey, what's up, guys? This is MLG. I'm not gonna be talking super loud because I'm at work right now, so I don't wanna disturb anybody around here. But this is a video response to Game Master Toolbox. He did Rodney, aka Rodney, at Puerto Rico, and Rodney just did a video about aesthetic of fun. So he was just musing and talking about different kind of aesthetic, and he was just it is kind of his own concept, aesthetic of fun. It is his way of talking about this thing. So, but the way I understood it, it's a really short video, really fast. The way I understood it is that he he used to think that Dungeon and Dragon was just about dungeon crawl, and the whole idea was just that you the whole idea was just that you create your class base adventure, and you go into the dungeon, and he was he thought that, and then he in the video he gave the example that World of Darkness was more for the people like who wants the narrative game with the big epic kind of storytelling stuff, and he thought that these were separated by the game, so different game, different aesthetic of fun. But he said that he came to realize with time and experience that it doesn't matter. You can apply the aesthetic of fun to whatever game you play. It depends on the way you do it, and the kind of player you play with, and all the kind of stuff that RPG depends on, And that got me thinking, Rodney. Honestly, I'm like, I think you're right. I think I did a video in the past. It's still on this channel. I used to say I believe in D&D 5, or I believe in some traditional game that it's possible to to play it the way you like to play it, and to have the kind of experience you're seeking, even though the game is not built for that in the first place. And I would say it is possible. I would say you can go a long way about that. I mean, you can take a game like D&D 5, which is combat based, like you mentioned. If you look at the character sheet, if you look at the rules, there's not a lot of space for great storytelling. It's more about combat, and you go on an adventure, and you resolve actions, and that's okay. So that's the game. That's the goal of the game. That's the purpose. You go there, you get your XP, you get your stuff, and you're out of the adventure, and you get stronger over time, and get bigger monsters and bigger stuff. Pathfinder is the same way, And so, but now, if you take these games, and there's all kinds of games out there, we go with the common one, the easy one, but there's all kinds of games out there. If you look at, for example, I was listening to Samwise 7 recently. Sometimes I go back to the old Tim video about World of Darkness. He's old. He has like old series about World of Darkness. It's really it's old, a couple of years ago, like 4 years ago, stuff like that, and they are pure gold. He's going into the book and describe the way you see things, and he describes Vampire. He says Vampire is about gothic punk, and it's about the hunger and all that, but he says quickly, but it can really become a dark supers game. And most people, when they play Vampire, it ends up being like a bunch of like superheroes fighting each other, flying in the air, destroying cars, and being immortal, and shooting at each other with Gatling guns, and flying in the air. It's just becoming invisible, and getting injured and healing up super fast by drinking blood. It's just like, and it's super strong and super fast. It's like superheroes, and it's a huge critique that has been made toward these games, that no matter how much you want that gothic, punk, dark, psychological horror of I am a beast and I need to fight the urge and to find my own self and this whole existentialist stuff, no matter how hard you want it, even if you have the good group for it, even if you have, the game is built in a way that it reinforces certain behavior and reinforces certain feel and certain experience, and there's so much you can do about it, you know. And so I was listening to your video, and I felt just like, you know, musing on that. I would agree with you. You know, you can go a long way with a game if you have a really good group, and if everybody's on the same page, and you really want your existentialist, you know, gothic punk, really grim, dark, you know, I'm fighting my inner beast as a vampire game. You can try really hard, and maybe you're gonna get something that's really close to it, you know, obviously. But if the game is not built that way, it's gonna be hard. Same thing with D&D, you know, trying to take D&D and use it for, like, you know, a game like that, like you want to create like this I don't know, a game about a story of coming of age, of you know, the coming of age of a character who wants to change his religion at the same time, and his whole belief system is in jeopardy, and he has this trouble with his father, and he's a noble in this secretive society at the edge of the world, and he wants to go away and see the world, but you know, he has this situation where he's conflicted with his values and all that. Trying to play a game like that using like D&D 5 or D&D 4, and you're gonna end up just, you know, trying to stick a nail in the wall with a pizza slice, or, you know, it's not the right tool. It's just not the right thing. It's you know. So aesthetic of fun, it's interesting, you know, because for me, obviously there is what I said. What I just said is kind of obvious, you know. If you follow a little bit the way game design works and stuff, you find the game you need to play the stuff you need. You know, this is basic RPG, you know, stuff you should do. But at the same time, I have that urge. I still have it. I'm an idealistic person, you know. I still wanna use these games I love and try to make them do what I want. You know, I still have that feeling. So I just felt compelled to do a video response to share that with you, Rodney. For me, it's fun. I like to try it. I like to explore it. Sometimes I manage to do it, sometimes I don't. But yeah, it's a fun thing to try. You know, try taking a game and trying to make it do something that it's not supposed to do. You know, not necessarily going the whole spectrum. You know, taking like a hack and slash game and do an existential crisis session with it. I mean, it's that's not my stuff. But taking something like for example, taking Vampire and trying to do the real Vampire with it. I've seen people do it though. I mean, it's not always coming into becoming a superhero game. I've seen it online, so it's just interesting. It's like game mastery, you know, reaching a level of game mastery. Game mastery is another concept that I need to try to do a video about. I never did a video about game mastery. I've never been a master at any game, so I just don't know what to talk about. But I think it has something to do with game mastery. You know, I was watching the Ivory Wall from Gentleman Gamer with Hammer Cheesesteak. This is a great Vampire the Masquerade game, just great. it doesn't become that superhero flying cars in the air stuff. But anyway, I think you get the point. Thank you for watching. So great video, Rodney. Bring it. I want some more. And we'll talk to you soon.